We've got a lot of Tea Party members here today. Thank you for being here. Our little 8-year-old daughter couldn't be here today, and it was cute. About 3 or 4 weeks ago, she turned, because she likes to listen to Tricia and myself talk about politics, and she said, you were a Tea Party member before the Tea Party was even cool. And we all are. And that's because deep down we all know that the federal government is spending way, way too much money, that we need to cut our spending, our federal spending. We need to cut our federal taxes. We need to secure our sovereign borders. We need to follow the 10th Amendment. We need to respect the Constitution. We need to never again do these corporate bailouts. We need to keep America strong, our military strong, because it's our greatest defense against being attacked. So all these principles are the things I believe in, you believe in, and that's why that we're here today. I'm very proud to be living in the state of Texas. Texas is a great state, don't you agree? Here, we live in the best state in the country. We live in the greatest country in the world. We've been blessed with freedoms and rights that are the envy of the rest of the world. And I guess God agrees. It's the light. But over the last 4 years, I don't know if you feel the same way I do, but it's like sand going through your fingers. There's been erosion of our freedom. Our freedoms have been taken away by this administration. They've been trampling on our family values and on our religious freedoms. And that's got to stop. I'm proud of you all. Government doesn't create jobs. I'm a lifelong businessman. I've been in business all my life. When we're in session 140 days, every 2 years, I'm there 24/7. Once in a while, 1 day a week, sometimes a day and a half, I have to be in Austin. Otherwise, I'm in Houston, where Tricia and I and Carolyn live, and I'm running my business. And thank goodness I do that, because Alan and I get paid $600 a month pre-tax. So thank goodness I've got the company. But what I've tried to do over the years is take my business skills to Austin. And what we've done, I believe, is create the best business climate. And then you all have created jobs. Government doesn't create jobs. You all have. It's amazing. Because of creating the best business climate, where we've kept our spending low, we've kept our taxes low, we've kept a light regulatory hand, we've tried to get state government out of your way. We've balanced 5 straight budgets in a row. Harry Reid hadn't passed a budget in over 3 years. Ooh. As a result, people have invested. They know what the rules are. In Washington, they don't know what the rules are. The rules are changing every other day. We hear threats of new taxes and the tsunami of job-killing regulations. That's why you've got so much money sitting on the sideline. We're on the edge of finding jobs for those 18 million people. If we just change, we send Barack Obama back to Chicago. Yeah. We get 4 more good conservatives into the United States Senate. Oh, yeah. And we go lead this country out of the wilderness. That's what we need to do. First 5 things I want to do, if you send me to Washington, and I'm asking for your vote, for your support. I know a number of you may be here supporting my opponent. Some of you may be here undecided. Some of you are here supporting me. I'm just going to ask that you keep an open mind. Listen to what I have to say. Try and get an insight into David Dewhurst, and I know you'll do the same thing with him. First 5 things I want to do. 1, on my first day in the Senate, I want to move to repeal Obamacare, every single word of it. And throw it in the trash heap of history where it belongs. Two, I want to go to Washington and I want to dramatically cut our federal spending, our federal taxes, and balance our federal budget and pass a balanced budget amendment to the United States Constitution so those Washington politicians have to balance their budget every year. As the mayor pointed out, over the last 7-8 years, I've been involved in helping to pass 51 pieces of legislation that have cut your taxes over $14.5 billion, that have cut your local school property taxes by over a third. I've been involved in cutting spending by billions of dollars each year. Last year, 2011, by $14 billion. I've been involved in balancing 5 straight budgets without raising taxes. I've been involved in leading in the Senate to pass tough legislation. We've passed more tort reform, so we've eliminated frivolous lawsuits. We've helped businesses. We've passed loser pay. All right? Amazing. We passed loser pay. I believe in the sanctity of life. We have passed more pro-life legislation in my last years as Lieutenant Governor than ever before in the history of the state of Texas. That's why all of the pro-life organizations here in Texas, the large ones, they've all endorsed me. We passed photo voter ID. It took 26 hours and we bled a lot, but we got it passed. We have passed sonogram bill. We have passed anti-sanctuary cities out of the Senate. We passed TSA anti-groping bill out of the Senate. We have defunded Planned Parenthood. And I helped write and pass the toughest justice law in the country to stop child molesters from harming our kids. Number 3. I want to go to Washington and get our economy back to work. If Texas was a country, it would have the 11th largest economy in the world. So I know what's necessary. Keeping our taxes low, keeping our spending low, creating predictability, having, instead of a heavy hand, the tsunami of job-killing regulations, keep a light hand. 4, I want to keep America strong. I want to keep our budget for our military strong because it's our greatest defense against being attacked. And I want to secure our borders once and for all. The federal government has failed miserably. I have always opposed amnesty. It's wrong. It's cutting in line. Those people that are following the rules around the world and their standing line have always been against amnesty. We need to secure our borders once and for all by tripling the size of our border patrol. Add 40,000 returning veterans from Afghanistan, Iraq, give them a job, secure. We've been doing that time after time after time, and it works. It absolutely works. 5th, most important, we need to stop this administration from trampling on our family values and on our religious freedoms. Let me end by saying, I'm lucky to be standing here. My dad came back from World War II, flew 85 missions, and was killed by a drunk driver. And it turned our life upside down. Mom had to go to work as a secretary. I had to work my way through high school, college, started a business from nothing. And I'm proud to be standing here. I'm proud to have served in the United States Air Force, proud to have served in the CIA abroad. My dad flew 85 missions. And he fought World War II to liberate the world and provide freedom. Our freedom is at risk today. I'd like to fly one more mission for my dad. Okay? I want to fly his 86th mission and turn this country around. You hear me?
Thank you very much. All right, now we have time for a couple of questions.